G'day.
Hello there.
I'm Aussie Robbo.
I'm English Jen.
And welcome to our episode where we are
on Batuu. We're in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge at Walt Disney World in Hollywood Studios, and we've come to Batuu for a very, very special reason. Today it's all about droids and bounding. To find out more about bounding, wait until after the credits.
So Darren, what is bounding?
Bounding is basically, so in Galaxy's Edge and all Disney parks you're not allowed to cosplay. So that means cosplaying being fancy dress, dressing up as a character fully. So the way that people have got around this is by doing a thing called bounding. Bounding is basically taking elements or an essence of a character and putting it into your clothing. So for me, for instance, I'm doing R2-D2 today. So I've got the R2-D2 blue shirt. I've got his all his workings on his main body here. And then you can either choose to go like full force, lots of character bits and bobs, which I've gone for, which is like my Loungefly bum bag, my Loungefly backpack. Or you can just keep it simply to blocking colours out. For me, because I wear compression socks, I found these and I thought they were quite in keeping with R2-D2's sort of aesthetic. So they're doing the medical thing and they're playing along with the whole theming. Rob, however, he's gone for what you might, what would go with R2-D2, do you think?
Is this a lady on Miami Beach? No, it's not an old lady on Miami Beach. What is it, Rob?
Well, you'd already decided you were going to go full C-3PO, started ordering the bum bag and everything else, and so I decided that I needed to accessorize you and therefore start accessorizing myself.
Yes.
So
by osmosis, you became accessorized.
So I started looking for things. It's not easy finding C-3PO stuff, as easy as it is R2-D2.
No, definitely not.
So I found the hat, which is basically just the Back to the Future one, but it's a gold version. Then I found the t-shirt, and I found a matching bum bag, which goes with the hat. Nice little gold belt.
Yeah, and it doesn't show up too much in person, so I wonder what it looks like in camera, but it is actually quite shiny. And what else?
And I'm wearing Darren's shoes.
My Adidas.
And I forgot I had gold lenses for one of my interchangeable sunglasses, so that was an easy fix.
They work really well.
And then finally I managed to find this mask on Etsy to finish off the ensemble.
So by example, you could go for either literal or you could go for like a yellow sort of or gold kind of colouring blocking, and it still works as bounding because people still recognise it as the colours.
A lot of people get parts of costumes and just incorporate it into stuff. Some people just use the colours quite effectively in the right areas. Some people just use the colours quite effectively in the areas. But we just went all out kind of chintzy and ordered things that have basically just got printing on.
And can we expect more of this over the vacation?
Not for me.
I don't know.
But I believe you've got one or two more outfits up your sleeve, haven't you, Darren?
I've got about 3 or 4, I think.
Yeah.
And you've got 1.
And how apt that we're dressed today as droids when you are going to make a droid, isn't that right, Darren?
So what we're going to do today? What is the plan?
You are going to build a droid. We're going to try and do as much Star Wars theme rides as we can this afternoon.
Yeah, and we're going
Star Wars food.
Where do you think we'll eat? Docking Bay maybe, or Ronto?
Yeah, Docking Bay. Try some of the other menu items in Docking Bay actually.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
We've only had one Ronto wrap and the breakfast wrap, and they were the first day, literally the first 24 hours we arrived.
Yeah.
But we should try a few more other menu items on the Docking Bay menu, and maybe make some other purchases, see how it goes.
Yeah.
There's a certain pin I want to try and look for today that I'm hoping is here.
A pin? Wow.
Yes. But otherwise, let's go and build a droid.
Yeah, so we'll explain a little bit more about droids and building them in a little bit shortly. I feel like there's a lot more stuff up here.
Not sure yet, so we're testing things out. Not sure if to go for red or white yet.
Are you building the same unit as you did last time?
No. It's an R unit, but I'm not sure which colour it's either going to be. So I'm feeling...
If you're going to do red legs, I'll get a red foot.
Yeah, what did you think?
I don't know.
On the internet you can find lots of references for inspiration. Or do I go for the original R5 droid? R5 droid maybe?
I'd be doing black.
I know you will because you're dark-sided. So one of the things I will say, they are low on parts, so you will find there's certain heads and stuff which you no longer can get at the moment. So I'm planning on weathering him, so once we get him home to the UK, off planet, I'm planning on weathering him up. So which ones would you go for?
So I would go for like, this is really kind of, I like this whole darkness here. I just quite like this as well. Black on there.
Clear head so you can see all the workings inside. So we've got our ingredients. Now to flag somebody down. So the legs come wrapped and they've got a bit of card to stop them from scratching and pulling together. You can see all the little connector bits for all the electronics. Head is hollow, but you've got the insides of it on the neck part, middle leg.
They're the droids I was looking for.
Yep. Keep it secret though, we don't get caught.
We're going to be starting with these long legs here. We're going to want these coils facing out the same way as your front panels here. And you get to use the screwdriver here to tighten them in.
Thank you very much.
Full sound.
So you're looking for those to go in there.
Here, click in. Ready? Find the one ribbon.
He's so cute. We've got a new addition to the family.
Have you got a name for it?
Not yet, no, we're going to have to think about that one. The red really popped on him, and he is going to be. I'm going to be getting some accessories, which we'll be taking you through later. These go in there.
Alrighty, look what we got going over here. Awesome. You ready to get this new front activated?
Yes, please.
Activated! Hey, darling, go ahead. Hit that big red button.
He's alive! Alive!
Who are you guys? What are we doing here? So here's your remote. We have forward and backwards. I know. That's going to move it around, left and right and left. That makes the head move. This one makes it talk, and that one activates accessories. Now we'll let you get to know the droid before we pack it up, okay?
Thank you very much. He's very sensitive, just like me. He says he wants accessories, lots of accessories to look pretty.
One bag of bolts talking to another.
And then do you have any questions before you pack up and head out?
No, do we buy more accessories?
Yeah, you can buy as many accessories as you want.
New additions to the droid accessories. So when we came before, these were all available. I regrettably didn't buy the drink set. But I think this, that is $17.99. What? He's chirping away in there. He likes it. He wants to serve drinks. He wants us to have drinks all the time. So we'll get one of those. You've also got jets that come out the side of his body, like R2 does. Another thing is we have spare parts now. We didn't used to do this. This is something where you can buy extra accessories so you can swap and change your droid if you need fixing. But anybody who watches The Mandalorian will also maybe recognise this here. So this was the ferry droid. Make sure if you're buying one of these, you're not going to get the body and the head, you're just going to get the arms, the legs and the javelin. I think that is quite pricey, but yeah, we'll get this. So you've got C-3PO as well. Not to scale. It's kind of to scale to these. One of the things with C-3PO is you can also swap his head with the brand new battle droid from the prequels. If you just want R2, you can get a pre-weathered R2-D2. He's like all battered and bruised. And one of the things they're doing a lot of now is patches. That's actually quite a nice patch, I like that one. So this is a wall of personalities. Not famous people, but chips that you can put into your droid once you've made him. So we've already bought some of these from our last visit. So they're all colour-coded, but you can try each one here. I'm happy with the personality he's got at the moment, but we might be changing it later on when we get home. That's a mug. We'd love to have this, but it's way too heavy.
Way too heavy for what it is to get home.
Yeah, and that's $75. So we're now outside the droid depot. We've done our build, we've got our accessories. Here he is, an little take-home box. So they have been running out of these at the moment, so sometimes you will get given a bag, and other times you should be given a box, but we'll see. I'm going to come back in a couple of days maybe and buy some more bits and bobs for him, because it's very busy here in Batuu today. Really, really busy in fact, to the point where we're going to be waiting a long time to get on any rides, but we're going to get some dinner first, some lunch, and probably end up going to Docking Bay 7, which is just over there. So yeah, it's been a really good experience. It's a bit, like I say, hectic, so be prepared to queue and wait, but it's really fun, especially when you're building him and putting him together. It's really fun to do, and yeah, it's well worth $100 you pay. I'm so hungry. We've only had voodoo donut this morning, so I'm so hungry right now.
So Darren, how was your ribs?
Cardu ribs. Cardu ribs. So the Cardu, from Star Wars lore and legend, a Cardu is the beast that the Gungans ride on as they're going into battle in the Phantom Menace. But here on Batuu, it obviously has two descriptions, Cardu and then pork. So the pork rib was really, really nice. The cabbage was really crisp, and so the dressing was really a compliment to the meat, because the meat has a kind of barbecue-y taste. And then to top that off, you've got the blueberry sort of muffin, which is so well done. Moist, basically like your biscuit. If you have chicken and biscuit here, it's got a similar vibe to that. The blueberry just is a nice accent to add to the cabbage and the meat. I will give that 4 Kenobis.
Wow, cool. How was yours, Rob?
So yeah, I had the beef and like a kind of crispy potato and vegetables. So it was actually really nice, the whole combination. At first, I thought there wasn't much meat, and I was like, oh, this is not going to be very good. It's not going to be very filling. And then as you kind of dig through the meal, there's actually quite a few big pieces of meat, so I was quite satisfied by the end. The beef is really soft. It's really nice, actually. Yeah, very impressed. Crispy potatoes. Not sure if I'm a fan of those. They're all right. They're okay. Yeah. And then the vegetables were a nice kind of accompaniment on the side. I quite enjoyed the meal overall, so I'd definitely give that a 4.5 shrimps on a barrel. So Darren, what are you doing?
I'm playing with the new Disney camera filters that you find on Genie Plus. Today we've actually used Genie Plus for the first time. But yeah, you do get filters, which are especially for people who are using Genie Plus. And let's see if I can find a Star Wars one. So I'm starting off here with my very sparkly rose gold bejeweled sunglasses with the castle in the reflection, which is quite cool. But if I go across, we have got, where is he? Where is the little scamp? No, that's not him. There we are. We've got a certain little Grogu who comes up on the screen and he's on your shoulder. So it even tells you to do a big smile, and then he looks like he's about to break wind. But he then waves, uses some force. So you can record him.
And are there other Star Wars ones?
I haven't seen one yet. Where are we? No, that's a Mickey ice cream. Some of them are you can only use in certain lands. How do you find them? I don't see any other Star Wars ones. No, that's the only Star Wars one I found. And that only opens because we're in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. So you can only access that when it's in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which is, yeah. Some of them are location specific, so you can only use them in certain lands, so you have to be there.
So before we came for lunch, we went and got a few photographs at the photo pass places. So there's one down on the ground near where the Millennium Falcon is. That was fairly quick, only took about 2 or 3 minutes to wait for the other people. The one where we came further up onto the overlook area took a lot longer. That took about a good 25 minutes.
Yeah, so you have a crystal magic moment.
Yeah. So Darren was waiting in line, took 20 to 25 minutes. I actually went down and got some footage of Chewie and Rey and V down by the Millennium Falcon while he was waiting. So I'll insert some footage here.
What's that little thing you have on Earth? It looks like a speeder, but it has wheels. A mini. But if anything, I highly recommend getting an T70.
T70? Oh, that's like a...
Yeah, that's a really good X-ray. We should sign them up for comic night at Olga's. Yeah.
And then when we got the photos on the balcony, the guy was really nice, he was helping us out. So I managed to get some footage of us having photos taken at the same time. So you get the standard photos, then they do the magic photo where you put your arm out and something will appear. I'm not sure what was going to appear there yet. I assume it's a porg or something. And then finally they do that zoom in thing. So I'll hopefully insert a zoom in photo now. And hopefully we're looking in the right place this time, whereas I wasn't last time. So we just finished lunch at the docking bay, and now we're going to ride the Millennium Falcon and go off-world into galaxies far, far away.
So as you may notice, we've walked straight through. So basically in their version of it's basically the lightning lane. And what we've used for that is my DAS Pass. So we're doing a combination today of Genie Plus and DAS Pass, which you can overlap. DAS Pass basically enables you to, you're waiting the same amount of time, however, you're not having to be stood stationary, which for me is a lifesaver. It really is a lifesaver. This has been quite a long wait today. It's been about an hour and a half. Well, we don't mind. We don't mind the long wait as long as we get to go on the ride and I'm not in pain. I'm all good. He's not here today. Huh? He's not here. So, coming into the Falcon itself, you will find it's an altered experience. You no longer get to sit at the holodeck, the holochess set, and you don't get to do the alarm in the corner. You can see that in one of our first ever videos we ever did on the vlogs. But yeah, that's a bit of a shame because no one can get that photo opportunity anymore, it seems.
So how was that one, Darren?
Awful. I think it was worse than the last time we went to it.
I actually think the up and down is harder than the left and right.
It doesn't seem to be as reactive, shall we say.
There was one part where the left hand side was locked and I couldn't move it either way.
You couldn't do it.
It takes over control automatically when you're behind one of the things.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a fun bunch we were with. Everyone was doing their part and seemed to know what they were doing. But yeah, it is. It's just a fun ride. It's very short but sweet. Being in the pilot seat, you do obviously get to see a lot more of the visuals.
Yeah.
You get to see the sides. So if you can, at least once, try and get on it and do that side of things, because it is fun. But
I actually would like to go like non-pilot now. We've done two pilots.
Yeah.
We've swapped sides. So now, if we could, do it in the future, I'd definitely like to, I'd definitely like to go back and do the gunners or whatever the others are. And
I like doing pilots, but I also like doing engineers.
Yeah.
Love doing engineers.
So I'd been waiting a long time to get Darth Maul's lightsaber. It had been sold out for the previous couple of weeks before we arrived, so we were kind of worried that I wouldn't be able to get it. But luckily, it was back in stock. We went in the afternoon, not as close to the evening as I would have preferred because we did want to get some photos in the evening. But that would happen the following evening when we came back with the lightsabers.
Yeah, could I get Ahsoka's blade?
You want to get or did you want to try?
I want to get them. Yeah, thank you.
Do you need blades with the...
I've got blades for the...
You got blades?
I have the previous version as well. So
just need the hilts, okay.
Yeah, that's it, thank
Doing your workout.
It's heavy, but it's not as heavy as I thought. So that's good.
Yeah.
That's good. Considerations, we're going to fly back to London, so extra baggage.
Yeah. Well, it comes apart, obviously.
Yeah. Just consider about like extra weight in the suitcase.
There we go. It's got a good sound to it.
Can you also turn off the sound, just as a thing?
Yeah.
So it's always on.
Will you go for the longest blade as well?
Yeah, probably. So this is the small blade, is it?
That's
correct.
Yeah. And then there's a medium and a large.
Yeah. 5 inches is the difference between.
Right.
Just my Ahsoka, I've got the small and the large.
Yeah, can I go for these two?
Okay.
And then I'll need 2 blades.
Okay. So the 26, you see, the 31 is like 5 inches more.
Right.
And then the 36 is, going to be 10 inches more. Yeah, the 31 and the 36 are the same price, 50.
Right.
This, the 26 is 45. $5.
I'd personally go for the longer ones, but
This is the 31. So you notice the difference.
yeah.
The longest?
Huh?
The longest?
Yeah,
Cool.
the longest. When you're on the flight, it's really easy to just stow it away. As
Yeah, can I get 2 of the longest ones?
the foibles and disasters of wearing white on Batu. I seem to have got a little bit schmutz. Just like to point out it's not Bantha Poodoo.
It's got a certain colour going on there, Darren.
Yeah, a certain colour.
Have you had accents or anything?
That sticks out with the white background, yeah. No, it is just It's part of that the pork ribs, I promise. So this is Ahsoka's Clone Wars lightsabers. So you have a shorter one and a longer one for the blades.
Oh, so you got two as well?
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was two.
Yeah, that's
shiny.
Oh, shiny and cold. Let's have a look. That feels really nice. Oh wow. Switch just on the side there. It's cold.
Do they come with batteries already inside?
Yes. So batteries are, I believe so anyway. I'm sure they do. So one is the Shoku one, which is shorter, and then the other one is the long one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's really nice. I'm liking that. It's a nice little detail. I think the switch, yeah, so the switch. Oh, okay. Hold for 5 seconds for blade colours to change, so you can do her different blade colours that she had.
So she has different blade colours?
Yeah, she changed. Because she used to be. Yeah, that's really pleased with those. Worth the wait.
So we just got off Star Tours with all that gear.
Yeah.
How was that experience for you?
It was fun. We were further back than we have been the previous 2 times. Pretty much the same.
I enjoyed it further back, to be honest, than I did in the front row.
Yeah, I was about to say the same thing. You see more of there's like, as well as there's the screen, there's like light flashes, and so you get more of an effect of the explosions.
I think the 3D works better.
Yeah,
further back possibly, maybe.
But we got the really nice, refreshing ending where you're not landing on a ship like a transport. You're actually landing on Batuu itself.
That was really nice because we spent most of the day there, so it's kind of nice to have that Star Tours land there and see all that at the same time.
Yeah, it's really beautiful. And we had Maz, who was the rebellion sort of contact in the middle. I could just sit and watch R2-D2 and C-3PO all day.
I love on Jakku when you kind of crash and you see that guy pick up the is it Lucasfilm or is it?
It's the Star Tours symbol. So
Star Tours symbol, yeah.
The triangle.
He picks up the Star Tours symbol and all of a sudden then we just take off and then go past him again.
Which again, please, Disney parks, sell the symbols, sell signage, sell little replicas of.
So we were on the ride with our lightsabers. So we both had lightsabers. You had a droid. How did it go for you?
In fact, we had 4 lightsabers in total.
Yeah.
1 droid.
Yeah.
And then all that.
How did it feel for you?
Yeah.
Because we basically had to put it between our legs to keep it steady.
You had to put your saber between your legs with its long shaft. Anyway. So I had a bag, like a full bag, and then a box, and I could feel my droid going bang, 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 bang. So I was very conscious of that. But yes, there isn't anywhere to stow anything away, but it's not a ride which chucks you so much that you have to really.
No, you just put your feet on either side of them, just kind of keep them steady, and then.
Yeah, you're fine. It's good. That said,
straddle your lightsabers.
That said, we are going on Rise of Resistance next, but we're going to head back to our hotel on the Skyliner because that's really handy. We're 1 stop on the Skyliner to Caribbean Beach, so we're going to go back, dump some of the stuff, refresh, and then get back into to Rebel Legacy. So rather than just Legacy, you can also buy in Tatooine Traders. You've got Mace Windu, Starfaders, I believe Luke Skywalker's maybe over there. So you can actually buy them pre-packaged, and they come with more bits and bobs, I think. And this is whose lightsabers I bought today. Ahsoka. I might actually get one of these before we leave. And I bought that for a present last time we were here, but I might actually take one for myself because they're cute. They also do pin trading behind the counter. You also find some limited edition stuff right there as well. Sadly, not the pin we're looking for. Oh my lord.
So just a little quick talk about the temperature today. It's about 18 degrees, which is quite nice. There's quite a cool breeze that goes through and it makes me feel cold occasionally. But it's actually a really nice day. It's February the 9th, middle of winter kind of, I guess, but it's 18 degrees like we said, and blue skies compared to yesterday when it was
rain, cold.
Pissing down for 3 to 4 hours straight, if not 5.
Rain, and cold.
Yeah, so it's a complete contrast to what we had yesterday at Universal. So we've just got back to the Skyliner. We're heading back to the hotel room. to drop off our things, get changed real quick, and then come back. But Darren, how was your first time bounding?
It was kind of fun.
Now wave goodbye to your adoring fans below.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. So yeah, it was good. I think because it was so busy, it's harder to see people in costume until they've walked past. I've seen a few like sort of bounding people today, and every one of them has been when they've like just gone past you, so you don't get to sort of appreciate it as much. But yeah, it was fun. Dress for comfort as well. Don't feel like you have to be all trussed up. I'd love to do like a dapper day, but this is like a nice alternative. And we will be doing some more. Rob's going to be doing one more. Oh, little does he know. But yeah, Rob's going to be doing one more. But yeah, now we're going. So yeah, we're just going back to regroup, get rid of some of the stuff with like the heavy purchases.
Who are we regrouping with?
We're just regrouping in general, just ourselves. For our sanity. I will say we have been using Genie Plus today, and we have only made 2 bookings through the whole day with it.
What were they?
So we've got Star Tours and then one that we've got later on, which is a show. There's not much left on it now. So you make your from your Genie day, you can book an experience, and it brings up your options. As the day goes on, they vanish. Bit by bit they vanish, and sadly we are now left with just shows. And this is what, just gone 3:30 in the afternoon. The only actual ride is Star Tours. Everything else is a show. So you've got Indiana Jones Epic Stunt Spectacular, Muppet Vision 3D, Beauty and the Beast live on stage, Disney Junior Play and Dance, and for the first time in forever, Frozen Sing-Along Celebration. And as you can see, no longer available. Enjoy via standby, really long queues, is pretty much everything else. Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster, Smuggler's Run. So basically you're kept out of it. Hey ho, we learn. I think one thing we've learned today from Genie Plus and using it is it really is only worth it if you're going to be turning up first thing in the morning or in the morning in general. We turned up, well we were late morning, but pretty much everything was going. Because it's a busy day, everything was vanishing. We're going to try it a couple more times at least in different lands, probably this one again, and probably Magic Kingdom, because Magic Kingdom's got so many attractions, but it will be on days where we know we've got like a good head start.
So we just got back from Animal Kingdom, changed our t-shirts really quick, got the lightsabers. We want to get some photos in Batu, so I've got my camera. I'm going to get some, we can also use the photo pass to get some photos of that as well, see how they turn out, and get some food, maybe some Ronto roasters.
That's a scary look. That's even scarier.
That's my face.
About 50 minutes to spare. Oh, we need to get some blades for me as well.
And Darren also wants to buy some blades, possibly too.
Nerd. So Darren's got his blades. I've got mine ready. I've just put my lightsaber together. And then I guess we're going to take some photos.
So how do you change the colour?
There's a button on each of them they hold for 5 seconds.
Right.
So Ahsoka basically changed her saber colour.
How did she change it then?
Well, crystal.
What?
Crystal.
So obviously if you've got lightsabers, you want to make use of them while you're out there. And one of the best ways to do that is to make use of the photo pass photographers. Especially if you've paid for that service, might as well use and abuse it. And we decided to go and ask one. You're not necessarily going to get the photos you want, but have fun with it.
There was no real queue to get to the photographer at night time, and they gave us quite a lot of direction, which is good because you don't always know how the photo is going to turn out when you're standing in a certain position. We certainly hadn't practiced any poses before we flew over, even with lightsabers we had back home.
So we just got some photographs. Hopefully those have turned out nice, but I brought my camera, which is a fairly decent camera, and we're going to do some experimentation and just take some photos here as well to see how they turn out.
So we also decided to back ourselves up with some photos of our own. Obviously it's going to be slightly tricky if you're trying to get photos of the two of you, but you can have loads of fun. I would definitely sort of say the advantage is definitely going to be coming from sundown and later, so when it's dark. Those lightsabers are really going to pop in photos. Your face is going to have that glow, and there's loads of little hidden places all around Galaxy's Edge. I think we wish we hadn't left it so late because we were quite rushed. But the beauty of that is there's hardly anybody around, and you've got like big open spaces to play in, and nobody's like walking over your bits and bobs while they lay on the ground. We had a lot of fun. It was a bit manic, but we had loads of fun.
We really only had about half an hour to get our photos, and we could have done with a lot longer to go to other places in the park and get some better photos in other positions. But we had a lot of fun doing it all the same. It wasn't too busy. Considering how busy the parks were in the daytime, it does quite clear out in the evenings, and we did get a stretch of time where we could just get as many photos as we wanted in front of the Falcon, and then we had to rush off to get some food obviously as well. Also, you might want to practice with your photography about having the lightsabers a certain distance from your body as well, because that does impact the way it looks in the photographs as well, depending on the camera you're using. So it might be good to test some photos before you actually go into the parks, just so you kind of know what you're doing. We didn't do that, so the photos had varying results, but we're quite happy with that. It was quite a fun time to go back and use those lightsabers like we've seen in Facebook posts and stuff to get some really good photos.
But yeah, it was fun. It was really fun. Definitely come last thing at night, because the daytime you're going to be...
It's surprisingly empty.
It is. People give you space, because I think there's lots of people who get here at the end of the day and they want to show off their lightsabers.
Having said that though, there's not that many people with lightsabers here kind of taking photos. There's a few, like I'll just do walk around you.
Yeah.
Kind of just show people what's going on. So some people over there.
It must be amazing to do it when everyone does a group meet, because that happens on a regular basis.
When you live here in California, there's group meets that go on where...
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
If we ever have Star Wars Celebration in the UK again, especially London, like our first one was London, I would take all of this stuff with us. I was really pleased with the way they came out, so really happy.
So we finished the photo session at 20 to 9.
So a happy bonus of tonight, we actually met some fellow YouTubers from the UK. So it was really lovely to see Rhiannon and Kevin, Madison and Arthur tonight in Batu. They decided to join us off-world for the end of the photo shoot. So we'll put a little picture in here. Sorry it's rather bad and pixelated, but it was really poor lighting. But yeah, it was really nice to sort of catch up with them. They're enjoying their holiday the way we are. They came over at the same time. And I'm really glad that our paths finally crossed while we're here. Right, so, but we've ordered dinner, but what did we finally manage to get? Over 2 years. Over 2 years of waiting to get one, and we finally got one. And we got it with a little baggie. How much were these?
I think $11.99 each.
$11.99 each, okay.
Or $10.99, one or two.
I don't mind that for a little bit of a keepsake, especially with the baggie as well, rather than pinching one. But let's tuck in. So that finishes our first part of today's trip to Batu on Galaxy's Edge.
While bounding as droids.
But please join us for the next episode. Thanks for joining us this time round. See you soon. Bye bye.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Oh yeah, that too.
Bye.
Bye bye.